And so now, in order to prevent wood or sawdust, detritus, and wood chippings from messing up the work area, we can limit the impact of wood dust, which can be carcinogenic, from further compounding respiratory issues by wearing our safety face mask and using a universal coupling to extract majority of the debris emanating from the circular saw. At the very core level, them two couplings are the same with respect to the design, but vary dimensionally in the diameter. So the WF08 universal coupling, which is the green in the green paperback here, varies more in diameter. It's a size 40 mm, whereas the WF07 is a size 32 mm. So depending on whatever coupling fits your vacuum adapter, you can install it. Okay. Them couplings are universal. They're used in vanity wash basins, sinks, wash machines, vertical pipes and horizontal pipes. So we've just pretty much adapted this to the vacuum adapter for the circular saw, and it works perfectly fine. You might still have some sort of wood dust escaping or chippings, but majority of the debris emanating from the circular saw is captured. Okay. So here we've got the W08 40 mm coupling, and here we've got the W07 32 mm coupling with a tolerance of anywhere between 30 to 38 mm, and you would usually find this on 1/4 inch vanity wash basins. The 40 mm coupling has a tolerance level of anywhere between 38 to 48 mm. And this 40 mm or 1.5 inch coupling are usually found in sinks, washing machines, dishwashers, showers, and baths. Okay. And since both couplings are versatile, we can adapt them, to the vacuum adapter for the circular saw. On visual inspection, the vacuum adapter fits the 40 mm and 32 mm couplings. We just need to torque tighten afterwards. So here I am installing the solid non-flexible hose bit into one end of the coupling. The only risk associated with installing the non-flexible bit into one end of the coupling is that when you're moving the circular saw, it could break the vacuum adapter, and that's because the non-flexible bit of the vacuum hose is static, and so that could easily yank or break the vacuum adapter, which is moderately sturdy. You can see a tiny little gap between the coupling and the non-flexible and black hose. And so we torque tighten it clockwise a little bit more to close that gap, and so that we've got a firm connection and there is no debris escaping when we're extracting the wood dust. And on visual inspection on the inside of the coupling, there isn't any gap between the coupling and the not flexible hose. So I will install the vacuum adapter on the other end, torque tighten it to make sure that I've also got a firm connection on the other side. I prefer, to install the hose, the coupling and the vacuum adapter outside of the circular saw to avert or reduce incidences of, breaking the vacuum adapter when torque tightening. That extra bit of, torque tightening the knot, when pulling on the trigger, on the drill could snap the vacuum adapter. So the last step for me usually would be to, screw in, the vacuum adapter onto the circular saw after, torque tightening, the hose and the vacuum adapter to the coupling. And also to reduce the risk of, breaking the vacuum adapter, I will remove the non-flexible hose and just fit in, the flexible part of the hose onto the coupling. So get your flathead screwdriver into the notch there, and remove that clip from one end and the other clip, and that leaves you with the flexible part of the hose only. So kind of like push fit that into the coupling, and if I can't get it into the diameter of the coupling, I would undo it, the screw, so that I get more room there, and then push fit the vacuum into the hole. Okay. And if you're not able to push fit, the flexible hose into the coupling, loosen the knot. Undo the knot anti-clockwise, step by step. You can see it's got steps in there, so you'll be hearing the clicking sound as it undoes each step, okay? When you've got more room, push fit the flexible hose into one end of the coupling, okay? Then tuck tighten it, to prevent, debris from escaping, through any apertures. And you can see that the 32mm coupling provides, a tight fit for the flexible hose and the vacuum adapter on the other end. With the arrow on the drill facing down, we're going to tuck tighten, the knot, to ensure that we've got, a really tight connection between the coupling, the flexible hose, and the vacuum adapter. And if we compare, the non-flexible hose against the flexible hose, we can easily see upon visual inspection that the flexible hose provides more room for flexibility when installed into the coupling. It's pretty common sense. So at this stage, we're going to undo the knot, and replicate the process for the 40mm coupling. But also take note that when you're undoing the knot, on the step clip, you sometimes might undo the step clip to its full limit. So I will show you how to reset or set up the step clip to regain its full functionality. If you attempt to insert the step clip back into its aperture, it wouldn't regain functionality. The best way to do it is just to set, the step clip first into position, then start tuck tightening it back so that, it latches onto the teeth of the step clip incrementally as you tuck tighten. And so basically, when the arrow on the drill faces down, we're tuck tightening, and when the arrow faces up, we're tuck loosening, okay? And here you can see that the clip teeth have started latching onto the other mating pad from the other end. So when next your clip teeth falls out of position, don't discard it. This is the way to fix it, okay? Don't try to push it in. Set it up into position, then tuck tighten gradually, okay? And your clip teeth should come back to full functionality. So here we're replicating the process for the 40mm coupling, and you can see, the force of the drill yanking the coupling and the flexible hose away, and that's what we're trying to prevent. Ideally, you don't want to be tuck tightening, when the vacuum adapter is, already installed, on the circular saw working tool. You want to, be tuck tightening, the coupling, the flexible hose, and the vacuum adapter away from the circular saw. Installing the vacuum adapter should be the last thing that you do when you're trying to, connect your hose. If your vacuum adapter connection and your flexible hose is loose, tuck tighten further. But always visually inspect and test the firmness of the connection by pulling out or pushing out the flexible hose and the vacuum adapter, just to make sure that you've got a sturdy and tight fit connection, okay? But pull on the trigger of the drill gradually and not with maximum force. And as you can see here, we've got a very sturdy connection. So the 32mm coupling works perfectly for my vacuum, which is the Henry vacuum, and the 40mm coupling also works as well. So it's pretty much up to you, whatever is your choice. Test them out and see what works for you, okay? Here we're going to use a size 8 socket bit to fasten the mechanical fastener on the coupling. We're going to attach the vacuum adapter dust extraction bit onto the circular saw working tool. And once we've inserted the socket bit size 8 into the chuck of the drill, we fasten the mechanical fastener, on the step clip, onto the coupling. It doesn't matter. You could use whatever size coupling as long as it fits your vacuum adapter, as previously highlighted, okay? As previously highlighted, the vacuum adapter goes to one end of the coupling and the hose goes into the other end. Adjust, the mechanical fastener appropriately, until you get, a tight fit, on the vacuum adapter. Once the hose and the vacuum adapter have been adequately secured onto the coupling, then you install the vacuum adapter with 2 screws onto the circular saw, just like I've done here. on to the fixed guard. So we have fastened the vacuum adapter onto the dust extraction outlet, onto the latches, onto the fixed guard with 2 screws. And prior to this, connected directly a suitable vacuum hose to the adapter. The next step would be to see how well the dust extraction coupling holds out when the blade excavates material from the plywood, and how much sawdust debris is created when the circular saw gains traction or is working in motion. Make sure that the saw blade has enough room before it starts cutting through the wood. And cut linearly continuously along its line of travel, or along the pencil mark that you've lined up on the hardwood plywood. The next step would be to rework the plywood hardwood piece where we had the binding or the kickback from the work tool. Just strip off the side to get a finer quality cut with the circular saw. And so you can see that from different cut operations that the degree to which we had detritus, muck, dirt or debris flying all over the place was mitigated severely. If we hadn't customized the adapter with the coupling, we would have had gawk or sawdust flying all over the place. So it's important that if you want to control dust particles in the air, you use a coupling. Or other alternatives like your silicone straight reducer coupler hose coupling, or your TMX flexible adapter, or a Flex Seal adapter EPDM flexible rubber boot plumbing coupling pipe connector, tailored bespoke to your requirements. But my preference is the great coupling used here, as it's quite user friendly and can be installed relatively easily. Click on the link in the description for quality blade material and tooth configuration selection in order to get quality fine cuts, as well as dust extraction configuration or customization, how to use the power rail guide and risk assessment when using your circular saw. And that's about it really. If you found the information useful, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, helps the channel grow, and hopefully catch up with you later. Goodbye.